Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail. It is 1273, and we are doing another Viewer's Choice edition of Lords of the Realm, where right now, just to give you a quick overview, we have two counties. We got our first county, Cambridgeshire. Hooray! And you can see the Earl has gotten 2 counties, the Countess has gotten 3, Baron has 3, the Knight is just got his first one, and I don't know what the hell he's doing with this army, because he's obviously not taking Nottinghamshire. And the bishop is sitting with his thumb in his butt, but at least he has a castle, so yay for him. So our goal today is going to be to take Norfolk once there is a merchant there. I already have an army sitting waiting. It's Swedish swordsmen and some peasants. So as soon as that's done, we have these guys roaming through the countryside, and hopefully we can make do with what we got. So let's see here. Earl is, I don't know what he's doing going back and forth. Countess is probably going to be trying to shoot for this county too. The Knight is marching on. So I don't know what's going on. And the Knight says, I wish to make you an offer of alliance, not that I need any help. I've never really had much experience allying with the Knight, but, you know, considering I don't really want to mess with him from the north. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I'm not sure. Do I trust him? He is my neighbor. And I don't know what he's doing with his armies. But yeah, sure. I'll give it a shot. So, okay. So you want to go into that county now. And there is a merchant there. So let's go through my other counties first. Fuck. Cow disease. And my people are hungry. And I have a few crowns that no one to really sell stuff to. So we're going to get our last field reclaimed, which is awesome. We're going to be getting some cows restored here. Let's see here. We may not be getting our first. Let's see here. 230 grain versus 245. Losing 15 sucks a little bit. Maybe I don't have to lose that much. But there we go. That's closer. I do want that last field, though. That is more important. So we're going to go half rations this time, as much as it sucks to do that. Just because I don't want to eat any moo cows. So next over here. Fire, some stores are lost. Mixed health, people are pissed off. And we get the one guy that doesn't sell fucking ale. Thanks, Harry Nail. You're a good friend. So let's see here. We really don't need to buy anything here other than ale. So we'll just go ahead and reallocate all... Whoa, a little too much there. Reallocate all these guys as such, and we really need to get as much of a harvest as we can here, so we'll bear down on the serfs just a little bit. Though I guess the population problem that we're having with this county right now is that people are immigrating like crazy to Lincolnshire, and you can see a very large population drop. Do you know who caused that drop? I did when I took over the county. So you actually do manage to kill a bunch of people, unfortunately. So let's see, we have our army and we have a rebel force going through. I guess I'm gonna have to sit him here, as much as I'd love to march him out of the county just to see if I can scare him off. So let's go ahead, attack the county. Yeomen of Suffolk versus people of Norfolk. Let's take charge of the battle. Oh boy, more marshes just like last time, and you can see I have my small peasant meat shields. These guys are gonna be running through. This is going to be a pretty good mop-up job here. Let's go ahead and move them into the middle, because these guys are going to split. I'm going to lead in with my peasants, have my swordsmen to follow up, though that might not even be necessary for this, because they're such a split force. Let's go ahead and pause real quick. Go ahead and have you all move up to engage. And then go ahead and have you all move up to engage. So last second switcheroony, there we go. And now our swordsmen are gonna be maybe killing somebody. Maybe I just mismanaged my troops, I don't know. If I can just take this county though, I won't need too much more in the way of army folk. But right now, from the looks of it, I don't know how many swordsmen I started with, 140, so I've already lost a few, so I did mismanage them just a touch. But hey, There's still a lot of people to take here, and I do have a man advantage thanks to my peasants. But my peasants' morale is dropping pretty quickly, probably because they realize, hey, wait a minute, you're making us meat shields. So yeah. I've actually lost a lot more swordsmen than I'd like, so that kind of sucks. I did screw that up a little bit. I should have kept my formation a little stronger. I'm not used to playing with peasant meat shields up there, but so here, I still have, I think, 47, 45 peasants, so lost way more than I'd like here, but I do get the county. So I will take it. So victory's mine. Hooray, 58 lie dead, which is no good, and Norfolk is now mine. Which means now we can see just how many people are invading our area. This place is on half ration. And they're also, oh my god, they're losing a ton of people to Lincolnshire. So there's 97 people foraging in the land, so this population is going to eat all of this food if I'm not careful here. Fortunately, I do have enough people to get a good harvest. So they're going to get 316 grain this turn. Fortunately, I can buy cattle. Unfortunately, this is... Why do I have the two merchants that I can't buy ale from? That sucks. Well, I'm going to buy as many cows as I can, which is 15. And that'll give them some dairy. Go ahead and put the cow fields here. Don't want to forget that. So they'll say, ooh, I guess. And just try and get all that grain. One short is plenty. Because now my cattle are maintained, no effect on the herd. They'll start reproducing soon. So my next goal is to get rid of these bandits. Hopefully they will try and run out of the county again. So, successful turn. So the knight just made an alliance with me, and I guess I don't know what he's doing there. So let's see. Moving on up. Said it's interesting that he is... Let's see, I don't need your county management skills right now. Fuck, I want to really get those guys out of this county, though. So the Baron is going to go up here. Well, looks like I am trying to take on these people first, and we're unhealthy and we're unhappy. And we're going to be clearing our fields, because I do not like events like Rumors of Superstition, especially when I can't buy ale for these people right away. There's 400 some. How many am I going to need? Because they're actually able to get a really sweet harvest in before. But I do have a few more people sitting on here now. I could probably drop 2 fields and they'll be okay. Because it's not like they'll be using the fields for other things. So it's here, no mercenaries. Do have some sheep here. More fucking cow disease though, what the hell? Alright, so you don't sell ale either, so that sucks. But I can sell my wool to you, which is decent. Let's see here, how much... I got plenty of grain. But let's see here, so if I plant 30, I should be able, unless I start losing stores, I should be able to make it. So we're gonna max this farm and put 300 people on it. Because I can do that now. And actually, another thing I can start to do is start putting miners in here, because I want to start getting iron, and then I can turn iron into weapons. And more Swedish swordmen, which is interesting, because I already have a thing of Swedish swordmen hired, so I don't really need to do that, although I do, and I would do that if I could combine them, but you can only have one mercenary troop at a time. So it's your mini burst this month. Happy days. And actually, these people are eating real good in the neighborhood. I could actually put them on double ration for a little bit. So it's here. They are happy with their new herding economy. We'll put 16 grain in there, and maybe we'll stop getting some damn immigrants in a little bit. So it's here. Up there, up there. Things could be way worse. Because I do need people manning the fields now. Alright, so let's take care of these interlopers while I can. He really just wanted to bypass me, so here we go. This time we're not going to screw around, we're just going to move our swordsmen over here, we're going to move our disposable peasants out in front. it's good to be a nobleman, I guess, and just say, hey, you are disposable. Proletariat will not rise above me because you can't afford to do shit, because you're not educated. So I don't know if I'm actually walking my peasants straight into the mud, but whatever's going on, my guys will be ready. Doo-doo-doo. Just marching on like it's 1999 or something. Just, we're gonna wait for this army to get up here, and then we will see what happens next. Okay, so now they are splitting and trying to go the other way, so they want to get out of the bog. Want to get out of the muck. And I can help them with that momentarily. So here we go. Peasants, do your thing. Swordsmen, do your thing. And we'll just swoop over here in a second to take care of this. So I don't really have an arms advantage, but I do want to minimize the damage my swordsmen take. And each of these little units represents 10 men, in case you didn't know that from somewhere else. So let's hear, how many swordsmen did I lose? I don't think I've lost any. I've lost plenty of peasants. But that's what they're there for. Their morale's low. So 22 lie dead. So no foragers in land. Yay! Unfortunately, my happiness is down everywhere. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Next turn, bishop. Oh, he's finally moving out. Let's see. Earl, you confuse the shit out of me. Countess, you confuse. Why couldn't you just travel east from your county? I don't know. So it's here. You're going up there to overtake something. And Baron, you're going over here. Okay, so back to the map, and here we go. Alright, so danger to crops, but storms aren't really going to affect me here. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of here, because I don't want this county to starve. Well, I guess you're not getting out this turn, so... Oh, fuck. I saw something bad down here, and it is a flooded field. So as soon as I got things recovered, they unrecovered. So it's here. Things were destroyed. What got destroyed? Fortunately, not the one field I plowed. However, I did just try and put a max... I did just spend 30 grain to sow, and I only got half out of it. For some reason. That makes no sense to me, other than the fact that there was flooding destroying crops and livestock prevents sowing, so that would be exactly why. So it looks like we got to recover a field, and looks like we got to hope for grain here in just a little bit. So that sucks. That was terrible timing. I was just about to sort of flip around and say, okay, we're going to make it through the year. Because now we're not. So rumors of evil from abroad. My double rationing sort of mitigated that damage, but unfortunately I can't afford to do that much longer here, especially if I'm going to have to ship grain from this county next door. Which I should probably go ahead and preemptively do that, because this county actually doesn't eat very much. So let's see here. How much do I want to send from here to here? Probably just 50. Let's do 65. That's a fair amount. That should get me an extra season's food. And Norfolk's actually eating good in the neighborhood too, so sorry to throw some product placement in there, but whatever. Because the cattle, that helps, and they're fortunately going to have a good harvest. So, Bishop, what can you do for me? Okay, so he's going to attack. The Earl is amassing troops, and he's still on patrol there. I don't know why. Okay, Countess just ate it. Knight has taken... What the fuck? What the... Knight? Bro? You just said you want to be allies with me. And now you have a giant army. Okay, let me just say this up front. This means... One icon for a soldier means that you have up to 400 people, or like 399. 400 to, I think, $7.99 is 2 people. He has an army of at least 800 people right now. And I don't know what the fuck he's going to do with it. But if I had to guess, it's going to involve something about this county. So, we're supposedly allies. Oh, I apparently have no alliances, which is weird because I thought we did. I thought we would decide we were going to be bros. So let's see here. Dispatch this message to the knight, asking for an alliance. See if he says yes. Does he just want to make sure that we got what we got? I guess I am moving to make defensive positions here all of a sudden. That's no good. I don't know what I want to do here, because if he marches through Norfolk, that's bad. But let's see. Anything I can possibly do to save myself here? A lot of crowns. Why do none of the damn merchants sell ale that go through here? Okay. Swedish swordsman. I can't combine my forces. But I may not have a choice but to just hire more mercenaries in a second. Did I just get flooding again? I thought we were recovering a field, guys. What the hell here? Apparently flooded fields don't want to be recovered immediately, or maybe they have to drain first, I don't know. Well, fuck sticks. And let's see here. If I were to try and conscript a bunch of people, I could drop my happiness to 0. And these people are actually not going to raise arms for me because they're too unhappy, and these people won't raise arms for me because they're too unhappy. So this is going to get nasty here in a second, and suddenly this county that has a lot of food is going to have a bunch of people eating it. Let's get the swordsman. So I have plenty of crowns. I might as well defend myself. So there we go. Raise this army. And you'll see right here we cannot combine armies because they are 2 mercenaries. So we're like, hey guys, hey, we have 300 people now. 300 sets of swordsmen trying to defend this shit. And it is shit. And the bishop, why couldn't you be my neighbor? Because you're not sending a ball of death at me. Like I said, I was curious about why the knight said he was an ally with me and then had a unit there, so well, here he comes. It's the ever predictable knight, and he's sending a follow-up army. Okay. And here's the knight. He says, oh, really? You just asked for my alliance. I have little need of help from you. I shall conquer this land without your without your trickery. Okay. Oh. So no alliances with the knight in the future, because apparently he can break it willy-nilly. So I will just say to you, because we do get to type our own messages here. So about that trickery you were talking about. So about that trickery, you wanted alliance, now you want shit biscuits, because that's all we have in Cambridge. I can't even finish that. That's all we have, because that's all we have here. I don't know. Let's make it a threat. I don't think a threatening message is the best thing to send to a guy who has a giant ball of death going at me. Let's make it flattering. Do you like Sudoku? Yes, I do. What the hell? No, we're gonna say, just because the threatening message, if he's not intending to crush me, but it does sound like he's about to, is like, there's poop on your face. Flattering, I promise. Alright, so, hey, what do you know? How many... Look, we cannot eat anymore. Okay, so how many people are... That is an 800-person army. We're going to have to go half ration. We have no grain. Nothing we can try and eat. I don't know what's going to happen, if they're going to eat all my cattle or not. let's see. We do want as big of a harvest as we can get, and we want our cattle to grow as much as possible. So yeah, that sucks. Hello, nightly neighbor. And apparently storms are going to kill my harvest even more. So now I can't eat. Please tell me there's some mercenaries here that I can hire. No. Okay. So we're going to... Fortunately, he walked right past Norfolk. So we are going to get... okay. Oh, wow. You can get info for that. Grain icon indicates the grain harvest. Okay, duh. At least it's there. So if I get rid of all my serfs, I don't want to lose a field. No, I don't want to leave peasants idle either. There we go. So we'll get most of the grain. We're still losing population here to Lincolnshire. So, merchant, what do you got for me? I can't buy weapons from you. Hairy Nail, you're fucking useless. I can't buy weapons from you. I can't do anything other than just buy. Look at that. His grain is 7 crowns now, so obviously I'm not the only one having food problems. In fact, let's see. 150 and it's harvest time, so I'm gonna have about 250 later on, so I probably need to buy about 50. Oh, that's so expensive. I'll buy 50. Ugh. It's like, well, I'm gonna charge that much if you're gonna buy it anyway. Yeah, I guess you're right. So do I want to engage this army head on, or do I want to see... I'm going to wait and see if he passes me by. Ugh. Let's find out. Let's find out what the AI wants to do here. Apparently he wants to cross to me. She's going to go... And I don't know what she's doing. Okay, 845 versus the Yeoman of Suffolk. So he's not going straight for the county seat. Okay, what the fuck? He has a huge peasant army, and they are all very happy. What the hell did he do in Lincolnshire? This must be because, let's see here. If I can get them to the bog, I may be able to cut them up just a little bit. So we're actually going to try and do a side maneuver here and hope for the best. And we'll use our distraction peasants to run over this way and see if we can get the army to engage. So... Sacrificial peasants, I salute you. Oh, okay, they're not taking the bait. Come on, peasants, be bait. Be bait. Go get them. Go get them. Do something. Run that way. Okay, it's like, ooh, we're all gonna go over here. And my poor little sacrificial peasants. This is where it's like, hey, if I could have these guys chase peasants around the map while I had bowmen, that'd be good. I'm a little sad about them because there's 18 of them and they are going to die because they're now running from swordsmen. And unfortunately, because this is in the corner of the map, we're just going to stop right in the middle. Okay, so we get apparently some chanting from these people and their morale's going to go up, so I don't know what it is. Maybe it's... They just must have... For some reason, I don't know where the knight got 842 people from, but when I usually raise armies that big from my population, they just get pissed off and they come in here with like 5 morale. So I guess hard difficulty, the AI doesn't have penalties for raising troops and can just raise whatever the fuck they want. But I mean, he does have a peasant army right now. And my one hope is that I can actually kill them a few at a time in the muck. Because I do have a few encounters, I guess you could say. So we're just gonna... I wish there was a stop command. That would be good enough. So it's here. He's all standing up there waiting. These guys are all charging in. Like, we're going to get dirty. These guys are like, we don't want to get our armor dirty. We actually have to clean it. And these guys are like, we're going to be killed in the muck. And no one's ever going to be able to recover our bodies. That's what you get for being mercenaries, I guess. So here comes the encounter. What happens to their morale? I don't know. I wouldn't have high morale in the bog. So, yep, it went down. You're fighting a peasant and your morale still goes down. That says something. So we're going to see just how much of this army I can slice open. Because if I can kill all of this with just these guys, I may have a shot with my other army. It's possible. But yeah, if the AI has no penalty for just creating army, and I don't know if there's not a lot of guides out there for Lords of the Realm 1, so I don't know if that's actually the case, then I really don't know if playing on hard military is going to be viable or not, or maybe it's just because I'm having bad luck with mercenaries. But here we go, we're starting to lose our swordsmen here. It's the final countdown. We don't want their morale to drop too much, but I am cutting through their peasantry a bit. I guess the worry is if my morale drops too much, these guys will just all bail, and I want to do as much damage as I can to the army. But fortunately, it's like everybody's moving in slow motion. But I think, yeah, 9 morale, 29 morale. These guys are still just standing up there. Is he really just taunting me like, yeah, I'm just going to throw a bunch of peasants at your swordsmen, and there's nothing you can do about it. So it's here. I dropped him a few hundred. But yeah, right now, if he takes out all this and he takes me without an army, I could just be dead. No two stones about it. The morale's going. I'm not going to be able to take out all these guys. So yeah, these guys are going to start retreating momentarily. Except that they're in the bog and they really have nowhere to retreat, but looks like some of them are trying because my numbers are dipping significantly. So there we go. Can I get them below 600? Maybe not. My distraction peasant strategy tried to work. But no. No, it didn't. So, come on, guys, you can do it. I paid you for this. Paid you to die. So, there we go. 2-1, and all your troops are killed or routed. You lost the battle, so that is actually a pretty terrible trade. I had about 150 swordsmen, and I only managed to kill 244 of his peasants. That's about 60 less than I'd like with that army, so I've been crushed by... Wait a minute. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry, the reason I'm saying that is because you can't... I at least can't, with my army, fight 2 battles in 1 turn. Apparently this guy can, so... Well, what do you know, we're placed right next to each other. Yeah, this is... Okay, and they have max morale, so there is apparently some wonky stuff going on with this. We're going to try and dodge the swordsman as much as possible here. And I am going to eat it, and it looks like I'm going to lose Cambridgeshire with some game mechanics that I either don't remember from a decade ago or just don't understand, but I know for a fact that when your army attacks one thing that's done. I don't know if it's because my guys are just sitting on a county or what. But these guys are pretty much, I have just lost my army. And we'll see, I guess if the knight's gonna rout me here, he could, that'd be really embarrassing to be taken out by a bunch of peasants. Because I am not gonna do too well here. But at least I have some more morale, so maybe I can do some damage. But his swordsmen are already attacking me, so he's going to just slice right through me like butter. But hey, that's how this game goes. Sometimes you apparently trust the wrong guy, he sends a ball of death your way, and you're stuck. So I guess I'll have to check and see the damage here, because it looks like I am going to lose Cambridgeshire on this turn, even though he shouldn't be able to barrel through my stuff like that, but what can you do? It's a game. Why would it be consistent, I guess? So let's see here. Killing, killing, killing. See, this is more the damage that I was expecting to do with the swordsman here, though. because I've knocked him down all the way from like 600 troops to 300. And it looks like I'm going to be able to do a little more. If he didn't have those swordsmen there, I may have been able to dump him down further. But as it stands, the knight has kicked me in the crotch. That's what I get for trusting that piece of shit, and he is going to be first on my kill list, assuming, of course, that he doesn't sick a bunch of peasants on me to kill me, because he can apparently raise them with impunity. So see, I killed 332 with 150 swordsmen, and the knight has he taken it? Yeah, he's taken Cambridgeshire, which really shouldn't have happened, but it did. And here's the bishop saying, I hope your newfound power will not cause you to forget the Christian that you have a duty to the church, my newfound power of losing a county. Cool. So, I think that is an appropriate time to end this, because the knight has just steamrolled me. And the really crappy thing about the knight is that all my cattle there he's going to just slaughter and kill or whatever, just totally let die. But hey, at least on the... Okay, so apparently you do have to let the flooded fields unflood, and I didn't get a lot of grain, but it was kind of fortuitous that I shipped my grain over here before the knight invaded, because that means I get some more. So we're not going to recover this field this turn. This time we're going to go for max stuff. And let's see here. If the knight goes after me, I'm going to have to raise a big peasant army next turn if I can. Because that's all I got. That's all I got, man. And Bob the Shop. We're not gonna do a ton with you. In fact, we don't really need but one field now, because this county is also losing people to Lincolnshire, who apparently, and that's how I know that the knight didn't have a happiness penalty, is because if he raised like 600 people from Lincolnshire, and that was half their population, he would have lost about 10 happiness, and that immediately means that these people would stop emigrating to it. So something's up with the AI. I'll have to try and work around it or get crushed by it, one or the other. That's part of the fun. But for now, we're going to call this an episode and say, Knight, you fool me once, some George Bushism of not getting fooled again. This is Way to Fail, failing at our viewer's choice. Until next time.